Skip him. Skip over him. Skip over him. Don't jump to the please now. No, we're okay. We're okay just now.
It was the middle of June. With summer well underway, a rainy spell seemed to hang over Trista. With our field study wrapped up, the other members of Class 7 and I returned to normal school life. But just when we thought we'd gotten used to the challenging lessons and the breakneck workload, a moment of dread washed over us, making our blood run cold.
As you all know, tomorrow marks the start of your midterm exams.
No. Fuck.
I'm no good with all these papers and essays and circling answers, so I won't really be able to help you much. But I'm administering some of your tests, so I'll be cheering you on from the sidelines. Make me proud, class!
Sometimes I lie awake at night and wonder how you ended up as our teacher.
As I recall, aren't you in danger of a lecture by the vice principal if our performance isn't up to par?
Oh, I'm not too worried about that. Most of you tend to get pretty high grades anyway. I can hardly wait to see how well you all do. Remember, the results will be announced next Wednesday. Your scores will be posted on the board by rank, so you can see how you compare to the other classes in your year.
Oh, the sooner this week is over, the better.
I can almost taste the tedium.
I'm not gonna let Emma squeak by me again this time.
Oh, one more thing. They're gonna stick the average score for each class up there on the board, too.
I'm sorry, guys. I dragged you all down with me.
Our class averages?
I suppose their intent is to furnish us with motivation in the form of class bragging rights.
Well, I do enjoy a challenge.
Anyway, I know it's only noonish, but I think that's enough homeroom for today. You guys can stay here and study, or just head on back to your dorms. Up to you. Prez, if you'll do the honors.
Yes, instructor. Stand, bow.
Jeez, what should I do? I could stand up. I could stand to pulling up on just about everything, honestly. But my biggest worry right now is math. Elliot, me and you are gonna get along very well. I wouldn't mind doing a few study sessions with you if you think it'd help. I need to review math anyway. I'm not sure how much time I'll be able to spare though. You mean it? That'd be a huge help. My biggest weak point is the Erebonian history, I guess. Not that that comes as a huge surprise to anyone though. I think I understand all the material we've gone over directly in class, but there are some of the finer points. I can aid you with that if you'd like. Though in return, I'd appreciate a fresh pair of eyes to help me revise my military science essay. It'd be my pleasure. Would you like to study with me, Fee? Guess so. Oh, would you two mind if I jumped in too? I could use a little refresher on my classics. Of course, you're more than welcome. Would you like to join us, Laura? No, I appreciate your invitation, but I'll have to pass this time. There's a subject I need to review in private. I'll see you all later. Huh? What's up with her? Maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I could have sworn I saw her looking over at Fee. Hey, Reed. What is it? You heading back to the dorms? You're totally welcome to come study with us if you want. Wasn't planning on heading straight back. I might come and join you guys a bit later. Alright then. Perhaps we'll see you later then. The day before the exams is a free day. Talking to certain candidates will allow you to study with them. When you run out of bonding points, the time of the day will change to evening and the main story will advance. Didn't know this was a free day. The day before exams. You know, it's amazing how much of this game I forgot. I loved it. Genuinely, fuck, I can study with everybody. That's awesome. I can study with everyone. Awesome. there's only one thing I need to do first. Before we actually do study, I want to have a word with Sarah about something. Mostly because she seems to be, I thought this was a shortcut. She seems to be at the old schoolhouse. And to me that seems a bit, well, odd. Oh yeah, I forgot it's raining. Holy crap, they animated the rain on the freaking umbrella too. Nice. And they've got, okay, I'm sorry, they've done such a thorough job with this game. You can see why they skipped on the voice acting, because they put the money to better use. So good. Anyway, Sarah is it Sarah or Sarah? I need to ask about that. I think it's Sarah. Why is she standing over there? I saw her on maps, so I was curious. So what's up? Instructor, are you checking out the old schoolhouse? Yep, just a quick peek inside though. You'll be pleased to know there don't seem to be any major changes since last month though. Totally fine with that. Yeah, at least that means we can just focus on studying for our midterms then. I really would like to know what's going on with this building though. I'll have a good mystery too, but try not to focus on it too much right now. The last thing you need is the vice principal breathing down my neck because you didn't do too well in your midterms. Chances are they might even stop the investigations to make you guys focus more on your studies too. Then I'd never find out what's going on in the old schoolhouse. Guess I better go back to studying. Atta boy, hit those books. I really will hit the books. Hit them until they go away. Okay, so who do I want to hang out with? You know what? She'll know what to do. Now you can all guess while I make my way over there. You can all guess, you can all timestamp, you can all work this up. Who am I gonna hang out with to help me study? You know what? Guess now. I'm gonna zigzag and make all these different maneuvers and look at the map. So these are your options. Who will I hang out with? Because we have 3 opportunities soon. Who will I choose? Vote now. As I make my way completely randomly to whoever I feel like. That's definitely not that big woman. Vote now or forever hold your peace. Who will I hang out with? Cause I can. Have you voted? Have you decided? Pretty obvious now that I'm going upstairs. Yeah, pretty sure you've worked it out by now. Curious. Ladies! Oh, hi, Reed. How goes the studying? I suppose it's probably fine. But these are going to be my first midterms ever, so I'm a little more than nervous. First years, how innocent. Doesn't help that the military academies have a lot of subjects other schools don't, but yeah, you'll get used to it. That's true, combat studies and military science name too. Oh, and you're going to want to make sure that you're ready for the political economics exam too. What's that? Well, it's Mustache Man's subject. That's not a very nice way to call Vice Principal Henrik Angie. He does seem like the type to write a ridiculously hard exam. Oh, I know. How about I give you a hand studying for it? If you're free, at least. You sure? Of course. You're always helping me out, right? Political economics is Towa's strongest subject. You wouldn't want to pass this up. Sure. Well, if you're offering, I'd really appreciate it. Sure, let's get started then. Thus, Reen and Towa's study session began. Most of the stuff I wasn't sure about makes a lot more sense now. That's good to hear. We should probably go over some of current affairs too. For an exam. Yeah, the Vice Principal has a habit of putting questions based on recent news into his exams. This year, maybe we should go over more recent enacted laws. Yeah, that sounds like the kind of thing to put in there. Just so most people could be caught off guard, get it wrong, and then be lectured for it for being indifferent about society. I'd rather avoid that. Recent laws, recent laws, recent laws. The Financial Transactions Act from last year is one of the best known, I guess. It requires you to inform prospective buyers of the risk when selling them stocks or securities. A number of people have suffered massive losses buying shares lately, so it was passed to keep people informed. So that's the history behind the Financial Transactions Act. Then there's the Imperial Transportation Act, which determines the rules of the road for drivers. That was last year too. There are more and more people buying cars lately, nobles and commoners, but car accidents were getting out of hand. And that was especially true in Heimdall, which is why that law was enacted there first. I'll have to try and remember that one. And then there's the Provincial Taxation Act, which impacted just about every province you could think of. In other words, a fancy name for much rival tax increases. Now, they're being enacted in the provinces, almost doubling land and business taxes. You've probably at least heard about them. I have, yeah. Seems like it was a pretty major topic back in Celtic. If he's gonna set a question about a recent law, it's probably gonna be one of those three. Hopefully that'll be some help at least. Even if none of them come up, you really helped me out here. I'm feeling a lot more confident now. Thank you both for all your help. I didn't go up. I didn't do anything at all. I'm just hanging out. If there's anything else you want to know, just let me know. I'll be happy to help. I will. Sorry, I just had to hang out with Tor. Okay, who else can we do? We've got two more. So, we've got... Yeah, I guess. So, did you guess right? I'm gonna make my way on to option number 2. This is FYI, the order in which I'm doing this is in no way reflecting of who I like and who I dislike. It's just in who takes my fancy right now. Like who I think would help me study better. It's not a case of well, if I don't go and talk to them, I don't like this character. That's not why. Yeah, why not? Right then, place your bets for who is number 2. I'm talking to these pair though. Just because she has the worst Scottish accent ever makes it break. Shut it, Hugo, I'm not taking any advice for you. I can memorize in ahead in one go the night before. Becky, you won't be able to remember anything that way. The trick to memorization is to study up just before you go to bed. When you wake up, you review everything once more to seal the deal. It's easy, it's efficient, and best of all, it works. I guarantee it, you should try it for yourself, Reed. Might as well give it a shot, thanks. Wait, what? That happened? Okay, that's new. Didn't know you could do that. I was doing it for Becky's dodgy Scottish. That's why. Anyway, so I just guessed who I'm hanging out with next. Come on. I love this game. I will never find out until way later on, but it's sure as hell fun to sort of pester you and find out who's doing what. Okay, so who guessed right? It's Gaius. That's right. It's a guy. So, two of you studying military science. Looks like you guys are caring through things too. More or less. You caught us just as we reached the section of military symbols. Care to join us? Yes. Sure, couldn't hurt. I didn't know anything about military science until we entered this academy, so I'm not feeling terribly confident. It's not as though most schools teach military minutiae alongside literature and math. We're all in the same boat here. Either way, we'd be happy to have another person to paddle, so have a seat. We're on the same boat, huh? Row up the shit creek and pray that you've got a rowing boat. Then let's begin. Map marking symbols are used as a representation of to represent an assortment of different units and formations. This is a symbol for infantry. Okay, looks like a letter. Right. Okay, it's an envelope. Reed tried to draw the symbol for headquarters from memory. Gotcha, I'm pretty sure it's this. Okay, so it's a rectangle with a line across. Now I'm saying these aloud so I have a slightly higher chance of remembering it. Guys, do you think you could draw armor? Sure, this would be it. Wait, armor's a circle? Valkyria Chronicles taught me nothing. Okay, now I have a tough one for you. What does this symbol mean? That's engineer, right? Right! Turn your head and it looks like an E. I literally turned my head. Okay, right, I see where you're going there. Ew, there's so much to memorize for this class, and the fact that we're going in blind makes it worse. These seem like they're all basics too. Given that not all of us will end up involved in the military, it does seem a little excessive. But bear in mind that our military science class is to teach us how to deal with harsh situations effectively. In that sense, there's plenty to learn, even if we never find ourselves on the battlefield. That's probably why it's mandatory. If we could save our lives, we owe it to ourselves to do well. Eustace, Gaius, and Reed studied together. Whatever. stayed together for a while longer, continuing to test each other and melt. Thanks, guys. That really helped out. Now, who remains? Those two are done. So we can either hang out with Fee and Emma, Macias and Elliot, Crow, Laura and Alyssa. Who to hang out with? Now, I could play the guess where we're going game, but even I don't know at this point. There's no back door. You'd think I'd remember these. I don't, and I'm scared. You know what? I have a plan for this. And it involves you can't sprint while you're carrying an umbrella. I have a plan. And it involves one thing and one thing only. Guess what that is? Now I can sprint. Lord, hold me! Help me, please! Let me cry into your arms till it goes away. I'm kidding. Help me, though. Oh, are you two studying? Alyssa probably met up with Laura because she was worried about her. Yeah, we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. Probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams in a role like this. Laziness could very well be tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reen? Yeah, sure. I'd love to. The exam's supposedly supposed to focus on the basis of illustration, right? You got it. Let's get started. How about you ask the first question, Reen? Sure. I don't know anything about art or any of that crap. Help! Okay, first question. Alyssa, what's a decent? Actually, I had that question. As in, I asked that question when we were talking to Guy a couple weeks ago. What is a decent? I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way that light hits its subject. You think correctly. So, Laura, what exactly is a sketch? A sketch portrays its subject roughly, with very little in the way of detail. I suppose it could be likened to an early first draft of a drawing. That's right, sketches and descents are basically two sides of the same coin, since both are used to start painting. The big difference is that descents usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. But there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? That'd be croquis, I believe. You know your stuff, but maybe that just means we should be trying harder questions here. Let's see if I can find some. Hey Reen, if you want I can ask you, then I can ask the next set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me a minute here and I'll find a really good one. I wish I had a book for a prop, but I don't. Well, if you insist. Maybe you should have expected this. He really is a kind-hearted person. Okay, how about... Can't find any. And so the three continued their art study session. Who knew studying was a good thing? I kind of wish I could do this in real life, to be honest. Like, my class, and I'm going to talk whilst that menu's up, is, well, we're unique. We never actually do stuff like study sessions. We all just sort of bother through it. Like, we'll help each other during class, and then, well, we all got busy lives, so everyone goes their own ways. Like, for instance, I'm busy with this. You know what I mean? We do try, but, if anyone's got any tips, please tell me. I'd be more than happy to hear them. Because it might give me some more stories to share with you, you see. Like me burning pizza. It's that idea. I do dumb shit when I'm with my mates, and I want more reasons to get with them, so go ahead. Oh, it's already time to head home. I didn't realize that, thanks to the rain. I guess I should get ready to head back.
Excuse me? I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the east wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Wait a minute. How did she know who I am?
Reen?
Oh, hey there, Alyssa. Heading back to the...
Yep. And the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not gonna learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right. Well, you're on my way, so... What'd you say about we head back?
Sure, okay.
Hey, it's not too often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it? Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour. Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth? Nope. Nah, no need for that between friends. Brain, you're my man, you're my friend, you know what I'm like. That's exactly what I use. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before too. So, she must be a saint to have put up with you all these years. I've had that question too. Anyway, how do you think you did in the exams? Who knows? I put my best into it. But honestly, I probably could have hit the books a little harder beforehand. I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Em and Makia scored higher than you, right? Yeah, Eustace came in a little higher than me too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Erebornia is no shortage of smart people. No doubt about that, bookworms poured in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Roar, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive. I suppose, though, that was just a Sunday school level. I'd be curious about, you know, my family and stuff. You mean the mysterious Alyssa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am, but you probably have good reason for keeping on the wraps, so I don't need to pry. Nothing that major or anything, especially compared to what you and V have told us about yourselves. I've never really thought about my family circumstances were that big a deal, though. V's pie sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in the Jaeger Corps must have been like. Seems like Instructor Sada knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance party, I got the impression they'd met before. Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kind of strange earlier. Oh? Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me. Reen told Alyssa about the woman in the maid uniform. A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knew you because you tried to hit on her in town before, is it? As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so? A maid in her early 20s. Something wrong? Nah, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her, right? Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorms have a new hire starting out or something. So that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on. I'm gonna go cry. The next day, the first of 4 grueling days of midterms exams began. Erebonian history question. The Middle Ages War of the Lions was brought to an end by Emperor Drakeels. When did the war end? I don't even know what year we currently are in. I'm gonna guess September. Not too sure about this one. As soon as I hit go, he was like, fuck. Okay, right. Yeah, fuck that one up. Next. Mr. A wants to draw a rough colored watercolor image. Which of the following styles would be most appropriate? A rough image. Sketch. This should be the right answer. Yes! Okay, got one. 1 or 2. 50% hit rate right now. That's good enough. Okay, put the controller down so you can work this out. Gonna visualize what the fuck any of that means. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? Wait. I moaned that the armor unit didn't make much sense, so it's the armored unit. Because it's a circle. This should be the right answer, because everything else was dash, but the armored unit was a circle for a fucking dumb reason. I don't know why, just as a circle. Okay, so far, what, 66%? 66.6666%? You know what I mean? Like, 1 or 3, 2 or 3, whatever. Okay, orbital science question. The following statements of ordnance all purport to be true. I don't even know what that word means. Which one is not? Abilities change based on quartz. They synchronize with their user. Allow arch usage without quartz. Orbital energy recover over time. This one? Or this one? It's this one. Nope. Not too sure about this one either. Midterms suck! God damn it. Oh no, I don't want to fuck this one up. I got a lecture. Of the following laws enacted last year, which gave it force first in Heimeldar. Come on, Toa, help me with this one. Think. That Q-ass told me something convenient and good. What would it be? It wasn't a transaction act, because they were bitching about that. What? Was it that? No. It wasn't taxation, because Keldic was moaning about that. I don't even know what that one is, so I'm gonna guess this one. Toa, I owe you a hug. This should be the right answer. Yeah! Toa, you are still getting a big hug. Okay. So far, so mediocre. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 stages. I actually know this, but it's wrong. Check if the person is breathing, check if the person is conscious, perform chest compressions and rescue breaths, call for help in a loud voice. Put these stages in the correct order. First, you should check their... I had a finger, I was pointing, and I thought it was confident. I don't fucking know. I did this shit, I don't remember. Check their breathing. And then if they're conscious, then do... Wait, what? If they're not conscious, do chest compression. No, that doesn't make sense. Wait, huh? Check if they're conscious, and then if they're breathing. And if they're not breathing, then do chest compressions, and then call for help. So we check for consciousness first. And if they're not... Sorry, then check the breathing. Wait, why would you check if they're conscious? I mean, if they're... Well, I suppose if they're not conscious, you check their breathing. Fuck it, I'm going with this one. Nah! Not too sure about this one either. Tests suck. Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. I'm doomed. And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with them. Clearly, this is the goddess's way of rewarding all your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Phew, I'm totally sped. It's over. You've worked really hard, P. Phew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. They'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy till then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon, too. With all the intensive studying, I'd completely forgotten about that. You could stand a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study? Yep, you'll be shipped out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least one day off. I guess I should probably attend club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. So I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, like, burn the dorms down while I'm gone or anything.